Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Jankoween. It is the end of October, and it is the last Jank Pack Thursday of the month. As you can see, I have rigged the crap out of the wheel, and this is the only way to actually rig the wheel and make it look good. Shuffling does literally nothing because 77 entries live upon the wheel in a way. We're going for one particular one, and we're going to spin, and I've got a nice little thing, and actually it's something we're all familiar with. On October the 31st in the year 1517, it was the first distribution, mind you, of Martin Luther's 95 Theses. Contrary to popular belief, he did not nail them to the door of, I believe it was the All Saints Church on Halloween. That didn't happen until mid-November. And then if it happened at all, just another case of, does history actually match up? And look at that, as luck would have it, on Halloween, the pack of Gremlins 2 from For the Pools. You know, people can say it's a Christmas movie, but it is still Gremlins, and there is a trick for me and a treat for you guys. So, like I say, sometimes the luck of the universe is with us. So stay tuned, and we'll be over at the table in a moment. Hello, everybody. We're at the table. Happy Halloween. Look at that. The Gremlins 2 sitting right there. It's almost like the universe knew. I had to show off the box, as I always do. But yes, sometimes you just... as I've heard, as we used to say back in the day, sometimes you have to give fate a nudge. Gremlins, the new batch, care of For the Pools, the Spinach King. Tops Allen and Ginter coming out very soon. I have some on pre-order, and then keep waiting for that, March the 1st. But now we turn to this, and I actually had to tape this because the wax had let go in the thing. So this is 1990. Gremlins 2, the new batch. Look at Gizmo. Look at Gizmo. So we're going to get into it. Yeah, because basically up until I taped it, that's how it was sitting in the box. That wax is good, but it doesn't last forever. Unlike... Hold on. Oh. Well, it's got a nice pinkish color. Nothing suspicious on it. We might be okay. But this is 1990 gum, which means it is 34 years old. What do we have in this, by the way? I'm just going to take a look. And again, because this is 34-year-old gum, we're going to delay. 9 cards, 1 sticker, 1 quote-unquote stick of quote-unquote bubble gum. I don't know what pod at Area 51 they let this gum out of, but there we go. So let's see. We'll put the sticker last, and let's get in, and we're going to have some fun because Gremlins. Aw, Gizmo's farewell. Look at him. He is adorable. Ooh, stuff on the back. Gizmo twitters a string of indecipherable mogwai syllables at Billy, and Kate asks if he understands him. Billy, surprised, realizes that he does. He said he wants to go home. Where's home? Kate asks, and Gizmo twitters again. Our place, translates Billy. He pulls Kate close to him, and carrying Gizmo, they leave the building. The end. And that is the last card in this, because I saw on there it is an 88 card set, and that was number 88. Hit the road, Bat. Spoopy. The Splice-O life madness continues. A gremlin mutant with advanced intelligence speaks eloquently while aiding his reptilian cohorts in the transformation process. I think I saw a guy in a street corner that was like that. He had a sign. The now fully formed Bat Gremlin takes to the air, soaring near the ceiling as frantic scientists chase him. I have not seen Gremlins 2 in forever. Lady Gremlina... I have comments, and I'm going to leave them for another time. Chaos ensues in the laboratory as more gremlins go after more vials, and the scientists' efforts to stop them result mainly in trashed equipment. One of the little devils tries a vial marked sex hormone, and the inevitable transformation leaves Dr. Catheter... Really? Dr. Catheter? Speechless. There we go. Lady Gremlina. Marge, signing off. Sorry, Marge. George attacks Microwave Marge from behind and abruptly cancels her television career. He and the other gremlins make a mess in the kitchen and then proceed to spread mischief in the other areas and offices in Clamp Center. Yeah. It's been a while. A boy and his mogwai. I'm just going to pop out the file cabinet. Reunited Billy and Gizmo take a moment to enjoy each other's company. Unfortunately, a moment is all they have, since Executive Snoop Forster is forever checking up on Clamp employees, and Billy seems to be a favorite target. What you got against Billy and Gizmo? There's the question. Forster's new girlfriend. Aw, see Lady Gremlina coming back to say hello. Forster is quickly waylaid by the gremlin who drank the sex hormone earlier. Now a mutant, amorous girl gremlin with blonde hair and big red lips. She's developed an instant crush on the startled executive and tries to steal a sloppy kiss. Smooch. Yeah, there we go. Mogwai's on the loose. Look at that one up there. That one up there has seen some things. He's seen some things. Yup. Totem pole style, the three newly formed Mogwais, Mohawk, George, and Lenny, Daffy's at home with Billy and Kate, peer around the corner. It's nighttime now, after hours at the Clamp Center, and our famished little fiends hear their stomachs growling. Whoops. That begs a question that we'll get into as we're delaying the eating of this nonsense. Marla, caught in a web. Hey, I figured out which way to flip the card. Go me. In a darkened corridor, Marla stumbles into something she can't see, something that binds her hands and feet. As she turns her head in the faint light, she sees that she is caught in an enormous spider web, barely visible but strong as wire. Marla struggles, getting in deeper as panic grips her. Yeah, well, spiders are creations of Satan. Gizmo the Mogwai. He looks like he is about to say something. Is this card number 1? No, 2. Oh, close. Gizmo, the adorable little Mogwai, star of the first Gremlins, has returned to delight and amuse audiences with his cuddly, cute charm. This time, poor Gizmo faces even greater peril at the claws of his gremlin tormentors. And finally, there we go, we have our sticker. Hey, you know what? That's kind of appropriate for Halloween. Our sticker is the Bat Gremlin. And here's what your completed picture will look like. All right. There we go. This is I guess this is the last one because it says all 10 cards of picture B. And this is sticker number 11. But that is awesome looking. You know what? That was fun. And like I say, Gremlins 2, been a while. But my thought is this, as this looms. They always say never feed the Mogwai after midnight, but technically, isn't it always after midnight? And then at what point is it okay? Like, is it midnight to 6? Midnight to 7? You know, they fail to mention that part of it. These are the things that kept me out of the really good schools. And now, on to the Milestone Shoutout. Pardon me. It's time we turn our attention to very Southern California. Paul in the 619, shout out to the San Diego area, at 647 subs. Doing comic reviews, just watched him. He did a tour, a little walkthrough tour of the San Diego Comic Fest, picked up a lot of cool Spawn stuff. Host of Paul in the 619 and his amazing friends live stream. And actually, for all of the hockey and comic people, he will be on Dan's show, Hockey Stick Talk Nation, tomorrow night. So tune into that. And let's check out Paul talking about hockey. He is a good guy and absolutely well-deserving of more than 647. Let's push him to 650, 700, and then beyond. And now, because I have a captive audience, at least until you run away, we're going to do our hunt. We're going to do 2 packs because it's Halloween and I feel like it. And we're going the Duskmour and House of Horror because, as stated when I opened this stuff a while ago, don't worry, I'm not going to not eat that. Relax, relax. Put the pitchforks and torches down. They did a lot of horror movie crossovers. I have me a list. I pulled a few of them. I didn't want to show you too many because I'm hoping for a couple. So we're going to get in pack 1 of 2. And mechanics and stuff I will explain in future videos. I do know that. But for right now, we're just going to enjoy some artwork. Enjoy some spooky artwork and hopefully get us a movie crossover. There we go. Art card. Well, and this is perfect for Halloween. The Jolly Balloon Man. Oh boy. We've got Drag to the Roots, and then I will go through, and if I don't catch any instantly, that's our foil. Bleeding Woods, an absolutely beautiful mountain forest. Comes in tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. Interesting. Enduring Curiosity. Kraken, glowing Kraken. We know where the Kraken will go. So you sit over there. Wicker Folk Thresher. I think I needed him, or I wanted him for my random list, but not a movie crossover. And I lied. The rooms. You can cast them. You can cast it with the low thing, and it comes out as this part. So then lands you control have tap it and add a mana of any color. And then later, you could either pay this later, 3 plus a forest, or you can pay that right off the rip. When you unlock the door, mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanent cards from among them to your hand. It's an interesting mechanic, but they gotta calm down a little bit. Exorcise, beautiful. I don't even know, but I would not want to see that in my basement. That was the Brood Spinner, by the way. The Creeping Peeper, that's just horrifying. Stalked Researcher. Come on, movie crossover. Malevolent Chandelier. Was that one of them? No. Oh, and also, if anybody sees any, I mentioned it before, that could be a movie crossover that I missed, please let me know. We've got another room, Moldering Gym and the Weight Room. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Let's go. Piranha Fly. And a Bedhead Bestie. I mean, technically it could be like Sully from Monsters, Inc. on a bender, but we don't know. Didn't see any that time, but then I will pause real quick before I eat this crappy old gum and take an official look. We've got an insect token, a flying insect token. The Miasma Demon, that is a beautiful looking foil. Beautiful looking foil. Peculiar Lighthouse, very nice land. We've got Enduring Vitality and Elk Glimmer. That is our rare. That's adorable. That's a little thing. There we go. Altenac, the Thrice Called, an insect beast. The Thrice Called. I would say a gentle nod to Bloody Mary there. Untimely Malfunction. Patched Plaything, which is just a living nightmare. Baseball Bat. I think we know what that's a shout out to. Slavering Branch Snapper. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Enter the Enigma. Bear Trap. Just Bear Trap. Ugh. Grab the Prize. I do not like that. I just don't like that. Trapped in the Screen. We got that last time. I'm fairly sure that was a little homage to Poltergeist. And then the final is Glimmer Light, an artifact. So pause, let me see if we got any that I missed. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, did not get any of the horror movie crossovers from the list, but we did get 5 of the things from my list. And there you go, you can take a look and see if you want to take a look at the checklist. Those are the ones I found. If anybody can figure out any others, please let me know. But we've got the Brood Spinner, this derpy-looking spider nightmare. Malevolent Chandelier. I did want a lot of the artifacts just because they're cool-looking. The Miasma Demon we did need, and it's a foil. Nightmare Patch Plaything and the Bear Trap. So, well, I'll deal with that later. We know what it's time for. before we do that, let's give a shout out one more time to, and actually I should mention this, the Unsettling Twins, Julie Farnham pulled that one. That was a shout out to The Shining. It's a really cool looking card. And you know what? I'll leave a link to a checklist in there. You can take a look if you want. Really, really, really cool stuff. But that's going to do it for now. Until I turn the camera around, don't worry. But again, shout out Paul in the 619. Let's push him to 700. And if you're not familiar with Paul, definitely go over, sub him up, show him some love. Good guy. And like I say, tomorrow, check him out on Dan's show, Hockey Stick Talk Nation. Shout out to Julie Farnham for pulling the Unsettling Twins. Shout out to For the Pulls, For the Pack. I was trying to think of a good Halloween pun. I really was. Well, I tricked the wheel. So guess what, guys? Here's your treat. I'm going to have tons of leftover candy because I just don't get many trick-or-treaters anymore. There it is. 1990. Anybody remember 1990? A lot of people weren't alive in 1990 that are probably watching this. Happy Halloween. That's the most disappointing part of all. The total just mush. I don't like it. Remember, that just tastes extra. Man, and it's early in the morning, too. I didn't even finish my coffee, and I did this. It's just so dank. And so sad. Crunch would have been better because at least then it would have exploded and gone away. Now, 1990, bad year. Oh! Well, there's my treat to you and my trick from the universe. That's just horrifying. That is the true horror of Halloween right there, is what I just did. Nah. No more of that nonsense. No more of that. We're going to flip it back around because I am just loaded with disappointment. Once again, we're going out with the Gremlins. God. Thank you again to everybody for the pulls. Paul in the 619, Dan, Julie. Thank you everybody in the chat. Hopefully you had a good Halloween. And parents, always remember, parents, check your kids' candy. There could be 34-year-old gum in there. Have a good rest of your day. Be safe. And we will see you next time.